2 weeks almost, and this one is a crazy one.
As authorities from state, local agencies served dozens of search warrants at places in Philly, in Delaware County, even across the river in New Jersey. One of these investigators told us they've been looking at this group as far back as 2012.
As you look at the picture, you see everybody over there. It's like 35, 40 and up type of club. So it's like they pretty much just booked a whole bunch of grandpops and guys that was, kind of falling back in the game, I'd say, trying to stay low-key, or et cetera, et cetera.
Authorities have dubbed this the Louis Alexander Organization. He's the man they said has led this group for years,
having a long-term impact on the neighborhood.
And now with the organization gone, police say it leads to new opportunities.
And so now it's time for the community that's there to step up and take hold.
But it's just crazy to see. And then, I ain't gonna put him out there, but one of the guys that was indicted, he actually got real emotion. He managed two A-list hip-hop artists. Definitely somebody from the city that everybody know. Like I said, he kind of like a low-key guy, so I don't want to put too much of his information out there, but it's like, if you know, you know.
We were out there the day the warrants were searched. There was no coffee spots at the coffee shop.
Pennsylvania Attorney General Dave Sunday announced the arrests of 17 people, including the group's alleged leader, Louis Alexander.
Drugs were sold there. Cocaine was cooked and packaged upstairs.
Investigators served dozens of search warrants last week, seizing pounds of cocaine, crack, marijuana.
And it's just crazy to see, like, the cleanup. Philly got a lot of things. Like, the city been gentrified for some time now, pretty much making it like a New York hub. And we also got a couple events that's coming to the city, the World Cup and some other things. So it just looked like Operation Cleanup, like they just trying to get the city ready and transform things into a new direction.
One thing that lockdown and COVID taught us, that everything is criminal. Everything is gangster, homie. It ain't what you know, it's who you know. They lock up who they want to lock up. And we see that with AARP lockup. They locked up all them old niggas in the 50s, 60s, and 70s in North Philly. And when they show you the evidence, they show you them guns. Them guns look like from back before Prohibition. The fucking money look old. The fucking drugs look old. It looked like that shit staged to some degree. And I'm trying to figure out, because some of them guys I know personally, how they get caught up in that drink. It was an inside job. Somebody did some shit to stage that shit. Because think about it. You ain't seen them lock up no motherfucking Chinese. Remember when Mayor Parker and them was trying to move the stadium down to Chinatown? And them China people pushed back? And next thing you know, them investors say, man, we ain't going down there. You know why? Because the Chinese stuck together. And they got all kind of shit going on. But don't nobody with them. Don't nobody with Poppy, the Dominicans. They don't with the Koreans. They only target the niggas. You think these the only motherfuckers out here doing anything? We living in the realm of the corporate criminal cartel, homie. The corporate criminal cartel. And they don't give a fuck about nobody. And you know, a lot of them guys, from what I thought, was living halfway decent. I don't know how they got caught up, how that charade went down, but something ain't right about that whole setup, sir. Something don't seem right. But when you dealing with rotten, treacherous, no good niggas with larceny in their heart, 9 times out of 10 it ain't right. And it's gonna come out. From what I'm hearing, a lot of niggas that didn't get caught up but was there every day, like they was snitching and telling, because you can't lock up one without another. You know how you see some people together all the time? How only you get locked up, or how only your man get locked up and you don't get locked up? Come on, man. Everything is an inside job around this bitch. That's why you gotta move in silence by yourself. Self-preservation is the ultimate wealth. Because these niggas will line you up, set you up, and have you caught how they play these games, man. And they love getting the niggas. Look, first they got the young boys. Remember all the YBCs and all them little young gangs that was shooting and all that? They got them. Now they getting the old motherfuckers, the retired citizens. And I'm not saying they guilty or not guilty, but I just find it funny how every time it comes to crime, it's always black people they target on. All this shit going on around us, all this shit happening, and you mean to tell me it's only black people? Man, black people is only getting the residue of all this shit here. These black people ain't got no motherfucking slot machines and got access to the shit all these other illegal ethnic groups got access to. They getting a major bankroll. They come over here and directly up in the middle class. They don't even live in the hood where it ain't nothing good. And they kick the little man down. They kick him around. Because they can get away with it. But see, what's going to happen, a lot of shit going to transpire and come out of this bullshit. Because like I said, man, listen, they catch you with your drawers down, they going to fuck you around. And they going to take something that's really nothing and hype it up. Because that's what they do when it comes to black people, man. They don't like these real. They show you that when you look at the history. I don't know how long you've been on this planet. I've been on this planet since the 60s. And everything revolved around black folks has always been an inside job. That self-hatred is real. And they use the white man to go along with them. Because there's some niggas that set this play up for it to go down that way. And the white man said, yeah, all right, go ahead, I'll back your play. Damn, Larry, we thought you took your shahada. We thought you was down with the brotherhood. But, hey, ain't nothing good. Certain is caught up in certain. Not going to get the fuck out here.